Hey guys, Olie138 here, doing Deck of the Month for September, and this is probably going to be my new main deck for the new format. I think it's really good, really consistent. I tried it at my locals Friday, and I didn't actually, there was no tournament on, I was just playing random players, but I played like the best players at the locals. Like my friend just got second at Nats, my other friend's like gone to Nats, I can't remember if he topped or not. So I played the best players that were there, and the deck is Salvo Dad. Yes, Dad Deck. Dad Deck's like my favourite decks, like, ever. They just, you can probably tell by the mat, Dad Decks are kind of my thing. It's a shame I couldn't play it last format because just didn't have, I was skint. I had no money to get Battle Faders, but now they're super rare, so yay. Right, so without me rambling on anymore, I'll get to the deck, which is, yeah, so start off with Dark Arm Dragon. He's just the obvious amazing card, love him, 2-8 attack, secret rare, but you know, whatever. Gauze is staple in dark decks in my opinion. Like any dad deck, dark deck should run Gauze because he's just a beat stick, +1, just nothing bad about him honestly. 2 Chaos Sorcerers, got 5 lights in there, so I thought, why not? This is like one of my other favourite cards and I'm really glad I can play him. He's always live, but you can't just like flop him down whenever you feel like it, unless you're going to go for game war. You've got to get rid of the threat. You know, normally you're going to like save these in your hand just to sort of give you an out to whatever they have, but I really like that card. He's pretty pro. 2 Kais Rex. If you can fit in a Kais into your deck, just put one in. Like most decks you could probably fit a Kais in. It's just, you know, he's kind of like a mini, he's like Chaos Sorcerer, slightly different. Just gets a lot of advantage in there and I really like him. And then I play triple Cyber Dragon, which I know a lot of people aren't running, but Machine of Gadgets decks like that are normally a bad matchup for dad decks because they set a lot of back rows which can kind of mess up your play, so you've got to like spend most of your time sort of stalling around, but this just goes straight into Chimera Tech. And it's just a beat stick, a light monster, special summon, get your level 8s with the salvos, and I play a Future Fusion here, which I'll explain to why when I get to it, but in general I just think Cyber Dragon is a really solid card and going to be like a staple in the side and main. 3 Battle Faders, this is like the deck really, just they attack directly, just drop the Battle Fader, next turn sack for Caius, go Salvo, get back to Kochi, sync for level 8, and it's removed so you can get it back with Dimensional Alchemist, which is like my favourite part about it. Through the Kochis, this is like the draw power of the deck, because obviously there's no D-Hero engine anymore. Well, actually, no, never mind. You just flip them up, draw a card. A lot of people aren't attacking face downs, apparently. No, I don't. People say that, it's not true. You know, he just flip, draw a card, it's +1s, it's a salvo target. No, people do attack face decks though. I don't know if people say that. So what's the point of just leaving it there? 2 Dimensional Alchemists, get back, remove from play cards. It's pretty much a +1 floater. Late game is really good. Get back my bottomless monsters, Chaos Sorcerer targets. He's also a Chaos Sorcerer target himself because he's a light. He's a big attacker. He's just fallen in love with this guy. He's so good. It's really good. Play Sangan just because Sangan's an amazing card. Dark searches out most of the monsters in the deck. It's kind of an MVP. Plague Spreader. Plague Spreader's good. I don't care what people say. He's the best tuner. Gale's not the best tuner. Gale. But Gale's good. He's dark, gets monsters in the grave, more tuning ability. What we mean by monster in the grave is like synchros, obviously. And he just sort of gets in there when you need him. I quite like him. And to finish off the monsters, we have the 2 Black Salvos, which got to be one of my favourite cards on the deck. It's just, well, I love this whole deck in general, really. Just Salvo gets back a Kochi, go Black Rose or Scrap Archfiend. Just there's level 7s to go into. You can also get level 8s out. So yeah, that's it for monsters. There's 22 of them, and the reason I'm not running Cyber Valley is just because it's garbage this format. Cyber Dragon being at 3 wrecks it. You know, Book of Moon, everyone's running Book of Moons. Just a lot of cards kind of wreck Cyber Valley, so play the Sangan and the Gale instead. For spells, play 2 MSTs. MSTs staple really, in my opinion. Dark Hole's staple, just, you know, Monster Reborn, amazing card. Get back Sorcerers. My Body's a shield. Quite like it, to protect my field, you know, protect when I'm going for game, it's just sort of a safety net for you, I guess. Allure of Darkness, draw power. Future Fusion. Okay, the reason I run this is because you're never going to get Cyber. You always go for Cyber Twin Dragon, but you never get him out. Like, trust me, I've never got him out. But its real purpose is to get lights in the grave, because the problem with Chaos sort of variants is it's easy to get darks in the grave, but the lights are normally a problem to get in the grave, and this just puts you in the grave. I mean, it's a dead card sometimes, but it really doesn't matter. You can just sort of set it as a bluff, and you can still do things with it. And it sort of baits out the MST in a sense, because it's sort of, they waste their removal on this, and you've got like your back row then. So I think it's really good. A lot of people told me to take it out, but it's my tech, I guess. Scapegoats was good with Valley, but it's mainly in here for the what's it called? Black Salvos. Get back a Kochi, go for level 8 or even level 9. So pretty good for Synchro and stuff like that. And 2 Book of Moons. Originally I wasn't a big fan of this card in Dad decks, but I just think it's really good and it's been working out really nicely. It's good against like Debris Dragon plants, like type decks, because they go Debris Dragon, get back like Dandelion or even Dark Soul. People run Debris Dragon in X Sabers, but you go, when I get back the monster they bring back, you know, you Book of Moon, the Debris Dragon, the next thing you go like Chaos Sorcerer or Caius and remove the Dark Soul or Dandelion. It puts them in a bad situation and puts you in a great situation. Traps, you run a TT, so this is good. Dust Tornado, I like this card, kind of a staple, but yep, return for game really, just wins games, you remove a lot. Does shoot to see the hand, it's not bad really. Call of Haunted, Monster Reborn and Call of Haunted in the same format, it's kind of funny. Solemn to lock up the win condition, which is like big monsters, and bottomlesses, which still remain to be staples. Okay, for the extra deck, I'm missing, like, I need a second Stardust and like some Black Rose, another Black Rose Dragon, but that's about it really, and a Red Dragon Archfiend, but they're all coming shortly, so the rest of it's just like random. Infernity Doom Dragon, which that is actually, it does actually come in handy, because sometimes when you go for game, you end up with no cards in your hand, so it's good to get the big beat stick out, and then if they drop cores, you can go main phase 2, Infernity Doom Dragon it. This also works in another deck, which I'll be showing you soon. Mistworm, obviously, Iron Gale, so he's good. Sangan can get these out. Brio, if you can play it right, play it. Chimera, obviously staple. Might play a second, don't I? And Twin, because you have to have a target for Future Fusion. So, yep, that's the build. Don't have a side deck prepared, but it probably consists of like Thunder Kings, Raikus, stuff like that. So, yeah, it's basically the build, and hope you like it. So, see you later.